South Africa is a trophy-rich environment. It's a real testing grounds for our rifle.
McWhorter Custom Rifles presents
Perfect. I think we're ready. Welcome back, folks. This week, Lonnie and I are headed back to South Africa. This is going to be a three-part series. We're going to be hunting with our 7.65 PRC and a 375 H&H for dangerous game. We're going to start out this week hunting plains game with our Hornady bullets. You don't want to miss this.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by McWhorter Custom Rifles, Zeiss Hunting, Forge Carbon Stocks, Hornady Ammunition, Atlas Development Group, and Great Horizon Ranch.
I was really excited about going back to Africa this time. One big reason was Allan prompted this trip. He wanted to go. And I honestly didn't take him seriously until he started talking to Charles about getting me a buffalo. And at some point I looked at him and I said, if you're really serious about this trip, I need to be looking at airline tickets. And he said, well, you need to get us airline tickets. Then I knew it was happening. Africa has just a plethora of game animals, and every species is so different, and you're gonna see almost every one of them when you go. That's what's so cool to me. You don't see those over here or anything like them.
So this being our second trip to South Africa, it was going to be a little different. You have a little different game plan. Last time I took the 45 XML because my main goal was to kill a buffalo with a muzzleloader, and we did that. On this trip, we decided we would make a couple of more traditional guns. We made two 375 H&H Magnums, shooting the heavy Hornady bullets. Made Denise one on the brand new Defiance control round feed action, and I made myself one on a standard Defiance push feed that I felt very confident in the feeding and the dependability on that. So this area that we're hunting in, this Limpopo area, it's very diverse. There's everything from plains to tremendous mountains. I mean, the elevation change can be 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 feet from one concession to the next. So a lot of varying terrain. Getting around in it is fairly rough. A lot of the roads are rocky and they're eroded, so you cover a whole lot of ground. There's no way to do it on foot, no matter who you are. You cover a lot of ground in these right-hand Toyota Land Cruisers that they have, and when you find animals, you get out and make a stalk. But hunting all day in this varied terrain takes a toll on you after several days. So on this trip, one of the animals on the top of my list was an eland. An eland is the biggest member of the antelope family in Africa. They're huge. They're sometimes 2,000 pounds. They can suck up a bullet like nobody's business. But I was real confident in this 7.65 PRC shooting the 175 grain Hornadies that with a perfectly placed shot that the Eland would not be a match for this rifle pick. Day one, we got word from one of the many trackers that they have out in the field that they had found a really, really big, exceptional Eland. And you know, it was kind of spur of the moment, but we jumped up basically from the lunch table and got in the trucks and got close to where the tracker had found this animal. We got headed straight into the wind, and within 15 minutes, we had located him. When we first saw him, he saw us about the same time, and he proceeded to run through this thick brush. We pursued him. The wind was in our face, so he didn't smell us. He just had seen movement, but I think he knew we were there, and he was trying to elude us. Several times we got the stick set back up, almost got a shot, and he would move just where we couldn't get a good bullet placement, and so the chase ensued for around 35, 40 minutes, and finally, at about 115 or 20 yards, he stopped, thinking he was hidden, and I had one small opening at that distance.
This segment is brought to you by Defiance Machine, makers of precision bolt actions built for performance in hunting, competition, and custom rifle builds. Each action is machined to exacting tolerances and designed for smooth reliability, guaranteed headspace, and seamless integration with your custom build.
Yeah, I heard him crack, I think.
How's that for the first out of hunting in Africa?
I squeezed the trigger off, heard the bullet thump. He took off, and then we heard him pile up within 75 yards, and I had a trophy eland, one of my main animals that I wanted to kill on this trip, dead on the very first day of the hunt.
Whoa.
That's an eland bull right there.
Ooh-wee. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
So here we are. That eland we got a call from about an hour ago while we were on the shooting range. He gave us the run a little bit.
He did. He did.
And then Alan wanted to get it over and done with, and luckily he waited.
Yep.
And he didn't give us much of a shot.
He didn't get, no, he was behind a tree. He edged up about just enough to get that shoulder. So he probably ran, what, 60, 75 yards and piled up. So
that caliber impressed me. Made a good shot on it, sir, and welcome back to Infinito Safaris, man.
Thank you, thank you.
I'm looking forward to the rest of the trip.
Yep. Big eland. What do you think he weighs?
A ton.
Ton. A ton with a 7.65 PRC. So
That's impressive.
there you go.
Happy days.
When you go to Africa, you generally have a list of animals that you want to look for and hunt. The thing is, you're going to see all different animals. So we head out that first day, and I don't even remember what animal that I was looking for, but we went up a mountain that we've been up a lot of times from the last trip, and happened to see a klipspringer, male and a female, up on the mountain about 400 yards away. And I've never seen one of those. And this turned out to be a really nice trophy klipspringer. And so we do what you have to do when you're over there. You take that opportunity because you don't want to go back home without it. So I'm set up on the Leophoto standing, very comfortable. And Andre did a bleat call trying to get the male to stand up and show back up. And it took about 10 minutes, but he finally did, and just waited for him to get in the right position.
Man,
He'll kill you.
I didn't expect that. That's a very small animal at a very long,
I know.
very far distance. So it's still day one. We're a little sweaty because we had to hike 400 yards because you made a good shot at 400 yards on a little animal like this. Klipspringer is very special to us. We only shoot 2 or 3 a year on our 40,000 acres we have here. So, and it's not everyone that comes for a klipspringer will get a klipspringer.
Wow.
They have hollow hair, and that's why we were in such a rush to get to it. We took out the guts immediately. Now it's gonna get a ride back home in an ice chest full of ice.
As quickly as we can.
Yeah. And but Denise, once again.
Wow. He's
you made a
beautiful.
Great shot. What caliber is this again, Alan?
7.6.5 PRC.
Damn, I'm impressed. It helps when you're shooting good guns, for sure.
I'm impressed with this little fellow. Amazing. He's beautiful.
And it's also an animal that we take really good care of. We try not to shoot the young ones, and as you can see, this one has nice secondary growth on the bases of the horns, and yeah, just
beautiful.
An awesome little animal.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you, ma'am.
Infinito's the place.
Thank
you the man.
It helps when you hunt big areas.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Precision Hunting TV is also brought to you by McWhorter True Precision Long Range Hunting and Shooting School, Leo Photo USA, Brux Barrels, Trigger Tech, Hawkins Precision, and Defiance Actions.
One of the animals that was high on my priority list on this trip was a Gemsbok. Denise had killed a quite exceptional one on our last safari. That was a very exciting hunt, and so one of my goals on this trip was to find a really big Gemsbok. So on the second day of our hunt, one of the scouts had found a very big Gemsbok that was bedded, and he wasn't more than about 2 miles from our camp. So as soon as we got the news, we set out and got in the truck, got to within about 500 or 600 yards, got the wind in our face, and proceeded to make a stalk on this bedded trophy Gemsbok. As we rounded the corner, the Gemsbok was bedded just off this old road at about 220 yards. So we very stealthily got the Leophoto tripod set up and waited for this Gemsbok to stand up.
Right there.
Welcome back, folks. Today we're going to talk about how to choose a proper hunting cartridge.
All right. So I call up to McWhorter Custom Rifles and I want a custom build.
Right.
What's the first thing you're gonna need from me?
We're going to need your credit card and your CV number.
That's so we'll definitely do that. I'm also gonna hide it from my wife. But besides that,
First thing we're going to ask you is what kind of game that you're going to hunt predominantly, and what kind of distances do you think you're going to be wanting to shoot at?
so I'm gonna tell you that I'm hunting 80% whitetail and 20% elk out west. So
Okay.
I feel comfortable shooting 800 to 1,000 yards.
Okay, so the cartridges that we sell, a whole lot of them, starting from this side, that's 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 PRC, the 7.65 PRC, 7.300 PRC, and 300 PRC.
Okay.
So if you're going to tell me that you're 80% whitetail and
20%
elk, then the smallest I'm going to recommend is this 6.5 PRC, because it'll shoot a 143 grain bullet, 3150, depending on your barrel length. It's got over 1,000 foot-pounds out to 1,000 yards. That's plenty for elk at reasonable distances, and perfect for whitetail, antelope, and everything else.
Okay. Well, I just want a slightly bigger cartridge, so I want to get a slightly bigger. You mentioned something about that 7.65. Talk to me
Okay,
about
so
that.
if you tell me you're going to do the same hunt and maybe a little more elk, and you also tell me, look, I'm going to be hunting out west, a lot of my shots are going to be 500 plus yards, then I might say, well, let's step up to the sevens. This 7.65 PRC, it'll shoot 175 or 180 grain Hornady in the neighborhood of 2,950 feet a second.
Wow.
It's got 1,300 foot-pounds of energy out to 1,000 yards, and it's just got a little more bullet. So you got a little more energy at longer ranges.
Okay, awesome.
If you tell me, you call and you say, look, I'm gonna hunt elk all the time, occasionally I'm gonna shoot a whitetail, then I'm gonna start with this 7.300 PRC, which shoots 180 grain projectile, 3,200 feet a second, and possibly even recommend a 30 caliber, this 300 PRC, which shoots a 212 or a 225 in that 2,900, 2,950 range. All right, that's how we would choose a cartridge. Give us a call if we can help you, and that's our tip of the week, brought to you by Allan and John and McWhorter Custom Rifles.
Precision Hunting TV is also brought to you by Armageddon Gear, Mesquite Creek Taxidermy, Hell's Canyon Barrels, Gun Foam, Boyd Harness Company, and Metal Spinning Targets. This segment is brought to you by Atlas Development Group, makers of the finest premium rifle cartridge cases on the market. Proudly made in the USA. Our stringent manufacturing process and raw materials yield superior results.
When he stood up, I think he got a glimpse of us at the same time, so he's just facing us with a frontal shot. I'm very comfortable with those shots, killed many a whitetail with a frontal shot. I had a total confidence in this Hornady bullet. That looked like a really, really big Gemsbok, and he was 212, and Andre got him to stand up. You don't usually catch a Gemsbok bedded like that, and I think we put that 175 grain bullet right where it was supposed to go. So, gonna give him a few minutes, I guess, and we'll go up there and see how big he is.
There we go. How about that? Look at how blunt these horn tips are. This is a good Gemsbok.
Yes. Wow.
Look at that. Normally they're sharp, sharp, sharp. It looks like poo cubes.
Man. So after watching Denise shoot her Gemsbok 5.5, 6 years ago, I finally was able to put mine on the ground, and just one of the most beautiful animals in Africa.
100%. What a giant this is, Alan. We found him bedded down in the road, and we waited him out, whistled a couple of times. I even told him at one stage, get up slowly. And luckily he did. He was facing us, and just to be quite honest, Alan took his heart out. Yeah. And that was some good shooting there, sir, and what a Gemsbok, really. Just
the most beautiful animal. Once again, our 7.65 PRC on the Defiance action with the Brooks barrel and forged carbon stock, Zeiss optics, 212 yards was kind of a chip shot, even off the sticks, and 15 yards, and that was it. So thank you very much, sir.
Sir,
yeah.
Thank you.
Good deal.
Thanks for shooting straight. That makes it a lot easier on us.
So my number one animal that I was after on this trip was a beautiful Cape buffalo. We spent a lot of time out looking for a proper buffalo and saw a couple of groups of buffalo. One there was no way to get within range of, and as we're going back down the side of the mountain to get to another group that we had seen in the distance, and happened on a mountain reedbuck, which is not on my list for South Africa, but when you see a trophy like that, you know what I have to do. I picked up my 7.65. We got down and made a good little stalk, and I was able to get within 240 yards of this mountain reedbuck. And I got down on my knees with the Leah Photo and the 7.65, and just was steady as I could be and felt good about the shot.
That's it.
I pulled the trigger and I could tell right there that the bullet went completely through the mountain reed buck. He took a couple of steps, staggered, and just dropped right there.
Oh, goodness.
Doesn't matter. This is very big.
Wow. Outstanding.
Beautiful mountain reed buck. Perfect shot.
All right, so we're buffalo hunting this morning, but we saw a big buffalo, couldn't get on him, and he got down the mountain. We came over the next ridge, and this exceptional mountain reed buck, Andre spotted him, and we got out of the truck, got on the Leah photo, and Denise made a perfect 240-yard shot. What an exceptional trophy.
He's beautiful.
Good shooting.
Very beautiful.
Good shooting.